Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we're taking a look at a brand new for 2025 classic Thomas Motorized. Here we can take a look at the packaging, and it's just refreshing to see, CGI series, classic merchandise again in person. It's just so cool. We'll see here we have the ARC render there, which I think is nice, and then of course the classic render on the top has the 80th anniversary logo, very, very nice. Here's a look at the bottom of the engine, or excuse me, bottom of the box. You can see your legal information, and of course the classic Thomas barcode. Alright, and here it is out of the packaging. Now, we'll see here that it has a lot of great details on the side, including little bolt details, the handrail details. Now, this model in particular has, I think it's supposed to be water on the sides. Water or dust, but it looks very nice. I really do like it. We have great details, and if you look here at the front, we have the painted buffers and the painted running board. I love that so much. I think it adds so much character to these models. It just looks absolutely incredible. While I do wish that it had been painted completely down the running board, I get why it wasn't, and I do appreciate that they at least have that part painted there. Here's a look at the back of the engine. We have that great tail lamp molded detail. I do wish they would have painted the buffers, but other than that, it's not bad. We have some kind of scratch here on the top. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And then here's a look at the bottom of the engine. And then you'll see a comparison between the two here. You can see that these the colors on this Thomas are a little bit muted, and I actually like that. It gives a little bit more of a realistic look. Here we can see the Troublesome truck, and it looks absolutely incredible. It looks just like the show. We have this nice little crate detail on the inside. Of course, he's looking straight ahead. We have little bits of rust detail on the sides. I mean, it just looks so amazing. On the top here, we can see the crate load is removable. We can see the inside there, and then here's the bottom. And then here's the second truck, and it's pretty much the same thing, same print and everything, just a different face. I really do like that face, though. It gives so much character. Even though it's the same mold, the way they printed it does look like two different expressions. Here's a look at the top and the bottom. Alright, then here's a closer look at the crate load, too, and you'll see that they've actually put two different crate loads. I think that's very nice. Alright, now that we've seen these close up, you can see here they look great with the Bachmann figures as well, which I do appreciate. Alright, and then here is how to put the batteries inside the model. You just unscrew the screw there at the front, and then we'll load the batteries on the inside. And that's it. Alright, so while Thomas runs around on the layout here, I just want to give my thoughts on this model. So, first of all, the entire 2025 Motorized range, I think, looks absolutely incredible. I get that there are some criticisms, and those are valid. They are. The proportions are a little bit off on some of the models and things like that. However, I do want to give credit to Mattel for putting in effort. It seemed like for a while that they weren't really doing that with Thomas, and now it's kind of refreshing to see that they are at least trying. There's so many great details on these engines, whether it's the painted running board, the buffers, and even the scaling for the tank engines. I think the tank engines are near perfect. It's really the tender engines that are a little bit off. But everything about this pack, I absolutely love it. And the Troublesome trucks alone are probably one of my favorite pieces from this new wave, because those are pretty much unchanged except for the bases of the previous Troublesome trucks. So I plan on getting a lot more of these to get those Troublesome trucks. In fact, as you can see here in the video, I've already bought 6 of this pack just for those Troublesome trucks, and a few custom ideas I have too, but mainly just the Troublesome trucks. But all in all, I love this wave so much. I love this new line. I hope it continues for years and years, and we get tons more characters. But I'll tell you, these are just absolutely incredible. I love them, and I'm so happy to have them here in my collection. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know which engine I should review next. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.